help me fly away. Just let her cry. The tears roll down like rain. Let her see. If the ease is all the pain, let her go. Let her walk right out of me. And if the sun comes up tomorrow, let her be. Oh, let her be. Don't sing if you want to live long. They have no use for your song. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead and out of this world. Never get a second chance. Plan all your moves in advance. Stay dead, stay dead, stay dead and out of this world. Run fast, don't stand in the sun. There's too much work to be done. You're down, you're down, you're down and out of this world. Run fast, don't stand in the sun. There's too much work to be done. You're down, you're down, you're down and out of this world. Now your hope and compassion is gone. You've sold your dreams to the world. Stay dead, stay dead, stay dead and out of this world. Stay dead and out of this world. Stay dead and out of this world. Welcome, ghouls, ghosts, and my assorted sundry of undead fiends to another episode of Beezle's Dirges, Requiems, and other sad songs. I, of course, am Beezle, the Dark Bard. The theme of today's show is one that is very close to me. As a latchkey child growing up, I really only had one friend. Someone who supported me and helped me grow into the person I am today. I would spend hours out of every day just entranced, staring at the soft, dull glow and pretty colors. The boob tube, the idiot box, my first true love, television. And just like the Chia Pet and the at-home hair-cutting vacuum, all of tonight's songs are as seen on TV. We're changing the format up a little bit this time around, and I have found some fun, creepy stories to read for you all. The first story tonight is by user HyperObscura and can be found on Reddit at r/shortscarystories. The TV Head Man. It started like this. There came a knock on the door, and just as I was doing the thing too. So annoying. Felt important, like a knife buttering flesh. So I couldn't leave it at that. I couldn't. So I had to not do the thing right then, and instead open the door, 'cause someone was knocking on it. And there he was, bestooded, the TV Head Man. It's like this. A very skinny man's body, but the head is a TV. "Hi," I said. The TV man said not a word, but kept pointing to a square button on his TV head. I assumed then that I was meant to push the button, so that's what I did. A man's head flickered into view on the TV Head Man's TV head. "I am the head on the TV Man Head's TV Man head," said the TV Man's head. "Okay," I muttered as a response. He nodded in a way that made his head leak all the static, and it was like this. The mirrors cracked, and my fingernails and teeth felt like a headache. "Would you be an absolute doll and change the channels?" the head on the TV Headman's TV head asked. "Course," I answered, and pushed the button. That was like a cross. There came more static then, like a blizzard full of it. And then another head emerged, only it was a woman's head, on the TV headman's TV head instead. "Thank you, sweetie," the woman head said, and then the TV headman's body took a step inside the house, looking around the place all bedazzlingly. "What's your biggest fear?" she asked of me. I said, "I guess I don't know. I don't want my mommy to die." "And where is she now, spatially, at this point in time?" the woman head questioned. The TV man's woman head warped in and out of focus. It was like this, when a slug goes in and out of itself when it moves. "Are you going to kill her if I tell you?" I suspected out loud. "Not at all," she buzzed befriendingly. "I'm here to help you conquer your fears." "How?" I asked. "Would you be a dear and change the channel?" And so I pushed the button with a cross again, and I sat down, watched the show that teaches us to conquer our fears. Then it went like this. The TV head man bowed his TV head real low, and then he left me with just enough time to do the thing before Daddy got home. Daddy had a lot of questions about what had happened, but my answer would always be the same. Who was the first one, of which I answered, the TV. How was the second one, of which I answered, the TV. "Why?" he screamed then, beflustered and in-teared. "Why did you do that to her?" Then it was like this. I dropped my mommy's head on the floor, and I smiled and laughed. The TV made me do it. From that chilling story about the loss of a mother, we segue seamlessly into a somber song about the loss of a son. Here's my variation on Leaves on the Vine. The show is still far from over, but I wanted to take this time to thank everyone who has come out to watch it tonight. After this next song, we will be taking a short break. When we return, we will have a very special guest, Mercy Valentine, stopping by to sing us a sad song. I told the devil to take you back, take you back, take you back. My heart went from red to black, red to black, red to black. Came up from that lake of fire, lake of fire, lake of fire. Only had that one desire, one desire, one desire. With a mouthful of kerosene, don't you bring that fire to me. I gave you all I had to give, I know that ain't no way to live. So I told that devil to take you back. I told that devil to take you back. You came around just to watch me break, watch me break, watch me break. Just another soul to take, soul to take, soul to take. Your sweet shot of kerosene, I threw it back, it poisoned me. I gave you all I had to give, I know that ain't no way to live. So I told that devil to take you back. I told that devil to take you back. You're a sweet shot of kerosene, I threw it back, it poisoned me. I gave you all I had to give, I know that ain't no way to live. So I told that devil to take you back. 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 All right, again, we will be back right here. Welcome back, my evil little minions, to Beezle's, Dirges, Requiems, and other sad songs. This is the point in our show where we have a very special musical guest come on and sing us one of their favorite sad songs. Today's guest has been performing both as a musician and as a street character at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival for years. I have recently fallen in love with their most recent album, Country Goose. Please, let's hear a silent internet round of applause for Mercy Valentine.
Hello. Thanks for having me, Beezle.
Yes. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well. Having a good day. Pretty productive.
Good.
It's really nice to be on the show, so it's nice to kick off the weekend with this.
Yes. It's going to be a great weekend. Thank you again for joining us. I just wanted to start out by asking you a few questions, if that's all right.
Yeah, please.
All right. How long have you been performing music?
I'd say high school choir, of course, chamber choir, but probably since I was like 19, I started doing open mics in Minneapolis and St. Paul. My friend Christoph and Charlotte and I set up an open mic at Colada. So probably 9 or 10 years.
All right, 9 or 10 years. Nice. What are your honest, candid opinions on the current state of Easy Squeeze cheese?
Well, it depends if we're in public or private. Easy Squeeze cheese, never lose the cheese tops. Never lose the cheese top, or Easy Squeeze cheese is everywhere.
Yes, you do not want dry, easy squeeze cheese. Finding ways to get out there and perform have been pretty hard to come by recently because of COVID. Have you had any success with this?
I would say I haven't done a lot of public performing, but COVID has kind of given me the opportunity to get a little bit more comfortable with streaming and doing Facebook Live. Before that was like, I would rather be in a room full of people than, just like behind my camera. And I feel like it's giving me the chance to explore how that works more, just getting comfortable in that. So that's kind of like a nice addition.
Yes.
To the performance world.
Where can our viewers go to hear or purchase your music?
I have a lovely little Christmas EP on Bandcamp, which would be Mercy Valentine at Bandcamp. And I have my most recent EP, Country Goose, that was produced by Tara Grimmer. That is on Spotify, and you can find that under Mercy Valentine, Mercy Valentine.
All right. And I do believe Tara Grimmer is watching the show right now and is in the audience. I just wanted to say the album is amazing. I love those songs. It sounds amazing.
Yeah, did a great job, and everyone on it played beautifully too.
Yes.
Really well put together.
So what is the sad song you'll be playing for us today, and why is it one of your favorites?
This song is called Beautiful Children. It's by Jeremy Messersmith, and I heard it kind of when I started playing guitar, like 9 or 10 years ago, when I was living in St. Paul. And I love everything Jeremy Messersmith does. He's just a very creative writer, and his voice is so just like dreamy. His guitar playing is really pretty. And when I first started getting into playing guitar, I went and saw him, and he was just kind of inspiring. And I think when I was 18 through 23, I was just kind of in constant heartbreak and feeling just sad and wanting things. And this song kind of just resonated with me. Then at that point, yeah, I play it, every winter and all the time when I'm feeling kind of the blues. Warm house, cold hands. I was standing outside trying to find your doorbell. At 2 a.m. I ran all the way in hopes that you weren't sleeping. You rubbed your eyes gently with the palm of your left hand, and we talked a while, and you told me how much you appreciated me, and I knew that it was time for me to stay or leave. So I started walking home, sowing teardrops in the snow. We'll be friends forever, but I'm afraid that you'll never love me. You met someone at that show when you went home for the week. He makes you laugh, and somehow I remind you a little of him. Two perfect hands, part-time job says that he loves children. I lost my tongue. Until now, you never felt that you'd miss anyone. And even though it's early, you think it could be love. Another heartsick lullaby, but I can't seem to make you cry. We'll be friends forever, but I'm afraid that you'll never love me. Does he love you? Does he love you? I hope he loves you. If he doesn't, at least you'll have beautiful children. If he doesn't, at least you'll have beautiful children. At least you'll have beautiful children.
All right, thank you again, Mercy Valentine. It was great having you out.
Yeah, I thank you for having me on the show. I'm so grateful. It's really nice to share more with the camera.
Yes.
I want to give a little shout out to this space I'm recording in. I just found out today. This house is for sale. It's in Northeast, and this like studio, like room I'm in, my room, Emma's room. One of Lizzo's like first albums was created in here, and Ryan Olsen from Police used to live here and make music in this room. So that's why I'm in this room today. Kind of little mad music history.
That's awesome.
All right, well, it's really nice to be on. Thank you.
Yes. Good night.
Yeah. Ta-ta.
We're going to give one more thank you to Mercy Valentine. Make sure everybody out there goes and checks her out on Spotify and Bandcamp. So, along with the advent of television, soon followed video games. And as they evolved, they became more gory and violent. Some people think that this has caused our children to become monsters. The next story of the night comes to us from user Beretta_Vo over on Reddit at r/scarystories. Video games cause violence. Or at least that's what Shirley always says at every parent-teacher conference meeting. I knew that wrinkly skin sack had it in for my kids since day one. Judging by her Karen haircut and scowl that can spoil a ripe apple, she definitely did not approve of the way I was raising my kids. More than once, I had to pick AJ up from the principal's office. Shirley had sent him home because she had deemed his Battlefield t-shirt obscene and gory. My son was in tears each time I ran in to comfort and assure him he did nothing wrong. Delilah and I decided to invite Shirley over for dinner, hopefully to show that rotten woman that video games are harmless to our kids. Surprisingly enough, Shirley accepted. The moment she stepped through the door, she began searching for any sign of unpleasant game-related business. Soon enough, she spotted the big Resident Evil poster. "That game is full of gore and bloodshed. Exposing your kids to this kind of media will desensitize them," she commented, mouth pressed thin. My boys were not happy with Shirley's visit, but they were well behaved nonetheless. Over dinner, we happily discussed the new Call of Duty game. Talked about how cool the new Far Cry trailer looked, and what shenanigans we're getting up to once Cyberpunk 2077 gets released. I'd be lying if I said I didn't get an ounce of pleasure out of watching Shirley squirm in her seat. Even Delilah seemed to enjoy this. After dinner, Shirley took a tour of our home, scorned at my wife's collection of Overwatch heroes, and rolled her eyes when Adam and AJ chatted with their Destiny Fire team. She might as well have fainted when she passed by the Doom poster. Finally, we got to our little daughter's room. Inside, Emily is happily stacking Lego figures together and humming to herself. I see a faint smile break out of Shirley's face. "That's how children should be," she commented matter-of-factly, without all the noise and buzz of video games. Emily turns to Shirley, a sweet smile, right as I kick her in the back and send her tumbling into the room. Before Shirley could scramble to her feet, I shut the door behind her. A series of growls and snarls erupted from behind the door. Shirley's choked cry of horror, a crunch and a snap slowly fading to the elastic ripping of flesh from sinew. Then I hear Emily's little baby teeth grating on the bone. I open the door to what's left of Shirley. Half of Emily's face was a crimson mess, her head buried in the woman's chest cavity and searching greedily. "See?" I raise my eyebrow at Shirley, who certainly cannot see the look on my face right now. Video games don't cause violence. It's time for our last song of the night, and it is a very charmed one, to say the least. I am the sun and the air of a shyness that is criminal and vulgar. I am the sun and air of nothing in particular. You shut your mouth, how dare you say I go about things the wrong way. I am human and I need to be loved, just like everybody else does. I am the sun and the air of a shyness that is criminal and vulgar. I am the sun and air of nothing in particular. You shut your mouth, how dare you say I go about things the wrong way. I am human and I need to be loved, just like everybody else does. There's a place if you'd like to go. You can meet someone who really loves you. So you go and you stand on your own, and you leave on your own, and you go home and you cry and you want to die. See, I've already waited too long. Now my hope is gone. You shut your mouth, how dare you say I go about things the wrong way. I am human and I need to be loved, just like everybody else does. And one more thank you to our very special guest, Mercy Valentine. Be sure to come back in 2 weeks, December 25th, for our next episode, Black Christmas.